Hi. Now, I know you don't watch these in order necessarily, but I'm just going to say that the last video I did last week was about not, you don't have to write every day, that there's this rule out there that somebody created that you need to be a writer, you have to write every day. And I was like, no, you don't have to do that, but you need a schedule. It doesn't matter if it's every day. You just need to weekly create a schedule and stick to it. So that was my video, my last one. So now I just want to give you some examples of it actually working because it really does. Doesn't matter what the schedule is. Does not matter. So I had a former client. Well, he's still someone who I work with on and off. I've developmentally edited one of his novels. He's in a journal workshop that I offer, and he confided in me that he was having he has some health issues. He confided in me that he was having difficulty writing, that he had all these projects like in first draft and didn't really feel like revising. And that can be, you don't know how to, that's another topic. How do we revise? But he didn't feel like looking back at them, and his new material, he just had no motivation to write. He also has some health issues, which was, that's not fun. Um, and so he just wasn't writing. And I'm like, do you have a schedule? He knows me. It's like, do you have a schedule? Well, because do you have a schedule? No, he didn't have a schedule. Okay, well, get a schedule. I mean, create a schedule. So I renewed, explained again. You can change it weekly. He's retired, so his time isn't as structured. So it can be actually harder to choose time. He's married. His wife has things. They've got big family. Choose a time for the week. It may be one day, it may be 2 days, it may be for half an hour, it may be for an hour, it may be for 20 minutes. Doesn't matter. Schedule your writing time and show up. And I just lost light. I don't know, does your computer do this? Suddenly the light's gone. Anyway, it'll come back. And so he did. And he said, I want you to be my accountability partner. I don't do anything. He just sends me an email. And I go, oh, good. So he did it. And within 2 weeks, he's like off and running. I'm telling you, I don't have the specifics. I didn't copy, I didn't save the emails. But the first one he told me, I'm writing Tuesday and Thursday at this time. The times change weekly. They tend to be Tuesday, Thursday, I think, but the times change. And he scheduled for a short amount of time and he was able to meet it. And the next week he scheduled each one for an hour. And one day he told me, scheduled for an hour, I wrote for 2.5. Yes. Wow. That might have been the third week when but whatever. He was like going past the times now. And then he realized that he liked to revise on Tuesdays and write new stuff on Thursdays. I can't work that way. I got to be doing one thing at a time. But awesome. By doing this, you figure out your own personal process and somebody telling you can't do that. So that's what's working for him. And he's just setting up those times every week, meeting them, and meeting the time that he's scheduled, and then sometimes going beyond it. So yay. And I posted this to LinkedIn, that video about not having to write every day. And somebody, a colleague, she's not a writing coach, she's a creativity coach, but writing is a lot of what she does. Journaling mostly, I think. And she said that for her, she had gotten away from her schedule because there's a lot going on in her family, a lot of death and hospice care and stuff. It was a bad time for her for quite a period of time. And now that stress is being lifted. And she wants to get back to her writing schedule. She said her writing schedule, and she said, thank you for this, but I realized my schedule is every day. Okay, like in the morning. Now, I didn't ask her if that was journaling because I'm not counting journaling. I'm talking about working on your project. Schedule time for that. People may journal every day, and then it can be a way of avoiding actually working on the project. So that's something else. But point being, she works best when she writes every day. And I know she's writing articles and stuff too. And she said, but somebody telling me I have to? No. So I'm like, yay, you found your process. It's your process that works for you. So my point being, and then I have one other client, a new client. who was having similar difficulties of journals every day when she gets home from work. Um, while her wife is making dinner. I'm like, lucky you, you have somebody to cook you dinner every night. And she was journaling. I'm thinking, but when is the book that you're working on? Where is that scheduled in? Oh, well, yeah, that gets kicked down the road, doesn't it? So she started scheduling it in and meeting those deadlines. And now, stuff's starting to happen. So I will reiterate, find your own. It doesn't matter when it is, how long it is. You change it every week, but create a schedule and stick to it and see what happens. And I'd love to hear if you want to tell me. I'm Pam Sorellis, Winged Horse Writing Studio, and you can learn more about me at wingedhorsewritingstudio.com. And you can contact me through there, or you can write below. I'd love to hear how scheduling works for you. Take care.